What up, though? What's up? What's up?
Hey guys, what's poppin' today?
Listen to that. Listen. Yeah, shaking up some good.
They don't know what that is.
Good right here. Yeah. So I got some coconut water for today. That's gonna be my substitute, man. Got me a workout in, and I got me the video. I don't know why I keep looking at the laptop, and then I keep looking at the mic. Hey man, but hey, you guys are tuning in to Fill Your Cup podcast as usual. You guys already know who we are. I better know who we are at this point. So man, we about to pull up this tea. And I'm about to pull up my coconut water.
That coconut water, baby.
Yeah. That 100% pure coconut water. It's called tropical hydration. I don't know what's the difference between hydration and tropical hydration, but I guess it's tropical. Literally.
Right.
It's because I'm getting tropical. I guess it's supposed to make me feel even way better. But yes, this is my shit though, man. So I'm about to pour it up real quick. Y'all go ahead and start y'all tea.
Yeah. Well, you want to bring your cup over? I'll pour it up for you.
Bless me.
Absolutely. Here we are.
Give me a serving in there.
Right.
Boom, boom. There we go.
Spencer's sipping on the coconut water for that hydration. Got those electrolytes.
Yeah, I got my electrolytes in. I had me some tea afterwards.
And we are sipping on tea. What we sipping on today, man?
Y'all gotta, can't tell y'all.
Yeah?
Y'all gonna know what it is anyway. This is an easy one.
It looks like turmeric.
Does it?
Yeah, it looks like it.
It looks like it?
Marshmallow root.
right. My go-to. Whenever I don't know it's marshmallow root.
All right, man. So let's set the intention real quick. Man, you guys got one in mind?
An intention for today, man. I think we were just talking about motivation. The motivation factor. Something along those lines. Let's have a good, motivated podcast today.
I agree.
That sound?
Yeah. Let's keep the grind alive.
Keep the grind alive.
Yep. Ooh, it's hot.
Boom. There we go.
Ooh, hot.
That boy can't handle the heat.
No, sir. Fingers are tender.
All right, man. So, I take a sip. You already know what it. You already said what it is, though, huh?
Did I already say
it? Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's that turmeric. I can taste it.
Try not to make that sipping noise. I remember.
Yeah, man. Y'all fucking up the etiquette, man.
I'm messing up. That's me. That's me.
Fucking up. You know what?
That's me with the
Japanese
sauce,
tea masters would be so disappointed.
I get slapped right now.
They'd be like, they might have you commit seppuku.
Oh no.
Seppuku.
I'm about to be like, damn, Japanese ritual suicide. All his intestines will be falling out. Nani?
No.
Hey man, shout out to the Japanese culture though, man. I really like the etiquette, man. Sheesh, I just love tea. So man, look, man, it's a beautiful day. It's humid as hell out here, man. But I'm like, the glory days of Michigan, man. We are midsummer.
Yeah.
Man, this is crazy.
Ain't no summers like Michigan, man.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I like summers in Michigan. Michigan would be like this at least 5 months out of the year.
Right.
I still wouldn't stay here, but I would still be happy to stay here. But yeah.
Enjoy it while you can.
Enjoy it while you can, man. So yeah, guys. I guess to just jump into the topic, man. So I had one of my subscribers ask me, about, hey, I want to get back into martial arts. How do I stay motivated? So I was like, why not just do a podcast on how to stay motivated? And, most importantly, you do a video on that too. But I think how to stay motivated is key because it's like, how do you do it? Honestly, like for guys like us, we kind of stay in the zone. And we find our bits and pieces. And I think each of us have our own unique perspective on how to stay motivated. I know I have mine. And I know these two fellas do have theirs. So I guess we're going to jump into how to stay motivated. And I'm going to go ahead and forward it and throw the ball to Will first.
All right, man. So motivation, man. I think we already kind of came on here and we talked about motivation one time. We talked about, watching YouTube videos, watching motivational tapes, watching all this type of stuff. But something that I've been learning recently is the power of dopamine, man. And dopamine is it's a neurological chemical. And, dopamine, you can release dopamine. Nowadays, people are getting dopamine from, picking up their phones, watching social media, watching funny movies, smoking, drinking, having sex. But you don't have to get dopamine from those sources. And you can actually channel the power of dopamine to push you towards your goals. And in order to do that, the easiest way to do that is to cut out all of the things that are giving you these giant boost of dopamine, because it's like I don't know, like an analogy. Say you got like a donkey, okay, and you're riding this donkey to work or something. You're riding this donkey to like travel somewhere else, and your donkey, he's like constantly being pumped full of dopamine. Whether it's like ice cream and like junk foods and all this stuff. So the donkey, he's like, you know what? Instead of walking to go to like the river to drink this water to get this dopamine, I'd rather just sit here on my ass, literally, as a donkey, and get this dopamine from like social media, get this dopamine from smoking or drinking or doing something that's releasing like massive amounts of dopamine. And so that's like your brain. Your donkey's like this brain. So your brain is like the donkey. So if you can kind of cut out all that stuff, your donkey's gonna be like hungry, like, man, like I need some dopamine. Let's walk to the river and let's get some water and let's get some food. And your brain, you can make your brain the same way. So rather than doing all these external things that are releasing dopamine, you can get dopamine from like getting a good workout in, getting a good healthy meal, working on your business, working on your workout, working on your martial arts, or whatever it is that you're feeling like you're needing to feel motivated about. Once you can kind of cut out all the other things that are maybe giving you that instant gratification, you can get dopamine from the simplest things. That's meditation, or, man, I'm really excited, I'm building something and I'm creating something, I'm working on something that's really exciting to me. You'd be surprised, so just being able to wake up and be like, man, like I'm really excited just to go over here and sit on my computer and work on this business model or whatever it is, rather than that other person who's kind of like waking up, they're on their phone, they're like, oh, I'm kind of bored. They might go and they're getting their coffee and they're needing their boost and stuff like this. If they don't have that stuff, they're like, oh, the work's not gonna get done. So you can kind of turn yourself into that person who's like being able to wake up on time, maybe excited to wake up to go and pursue just even the smallest things, maybe that workout, or maybe that working on your business, or whatever it is, working on your craft.
So dopamine is like just to explain it to a little more easily, is dopamine is like a reward. That's all it is. Yeah. Just think about it like a reward. You're getting a reward for something, and it creates like a euphoria. But yeah, go ahead, Tyler, man. What you think, man?
Before I hop into what helps me stay motivated, I actually had a guy, because I talked about dopamine on my TikTok one time, and a guy actually argued with me saying that no, it doesn't work that way. Although the science supports it. Like, literally, if you, like, one, you want to be motivated for a thing, right? So you're like, hey, I got to set a reward up, which is, hey, if I achieve this goal, go get your water instead of getting, like, ice cream or something like that. You set that reward in your mind, and so when you actually go and achieve that reward, your dopamine does get boosted, right? So that you can literally reprogram your mind through your actions, right? But this guy's like, hey, no, it doesn't work this way, because dopamine's not just a reward, it's motivation too. But he didn't explain how. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is how. When you set the reward and you take the actions, now you're motivated to get that reward the next time. So you just repeat those actions habitually, and that's how dopamine can be used to boost yourself up. Just wanted to clear that up for if that guy's listening to this podcast.
He's one of those semantic guys. He's got to be like... Okay, to jump off topic real quick. This is why I like Kali Muscle. Because he doesn't get like... Well, the latissimus dorsi attaches to this and the origin of this. Like, yeah, you can be all scientific, but man, I'm gonna just give it to you raw and like how I explain it. Like, how I stay motivated too is basically I find something that I love to do, right? Which is calisthenics, right? You work towards those skill moves, you look at other people and you look at how well they're doing, and I'm like, damn, I wanna do that. So then I start to, practice and I train. And then you start to record your results, or you see your results, and then you get motivated. You keep getting motivated. Most importantly, man, now that I have a child, not saying go out there and have sex and produce a child, but I'm saying, like, find something that's going to motivate you, man. Whether that be taking care of your family, mom, dad, whatever, man, brother, sister, nephew, nieces, something that you could really aim for. And once you start to grow outside of you, and you start to realize you're doing it for, just the value of people, man, it really starts to add even more. Like, for instance, when I watched the Demon Slayer movie, and it was I kid you not, man, I had tears coming down, just because Rengoku was saying basically to Tanjiro to believe in yourself, and whatnot. You guys keep believing in yourself, but to do this not just for yourself, but to do this to add value, man. Someday they might be Hashira, and they're gonna set the tone for other students, and then that's what it's about, man. Just setting the tone for other people and creating that value, and that's what motivates me, knowing that when you get people that talk to you and say, hey, that motivates me, or I want to build my body like yours, I want to get strong like you, or I always tell people, be better than me, man. But it's nice that you're doing it for somebody outside of yourself, man. That's what keeps me motivated.
Absolutely, and I do agree that Demon Slayer movie has so many hidden messages in there.
So many.
Really good.
Yes.
But yeah, like for myself to stay motivated too, sort of like in 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, I begin with the end in mind. So I've sort of rewired how I think, and I'm like, how you said, you have a kid on the way, so now you're motivated to provide for your kid, your family, and everything else too. So, I set like, my future, I know that the actions I take today is creating what that's going to be. So right now, I can sit around on my ass and do nothing, or I can start taking small actions, no matter how small it is. If I got to open my laptop and just stare at the screen for a while until I actually start to move, that's an action though. And you start to do any small little thing, and you're going to start moving towards that. Even the fitness, I saw it back when I was focused super heavy on my business, lost a little bit of my fitness. I saw where I was in the past. I see where I want to be in the future. I don't want to sacrifice my physical health for, success in business or anything. So I started to just, hey, hit you back up. Let's go hit some workouts,
Right.
And so I just made that plan, took action towards it. And so to stay motivated for myself, I know that the actions I take today is creating my future, and I have full control over that. So I just start doing the things that I think are going to move me forward in my goals.
Right.
Yeah, that's a major key you just hit on, looking back to your past. Looking back to the past version of yourself, and looking and seeing how far you've already come. I think, it's just for me, one time I remember I was sitting down and I was looking at just like my old Instagram. You can kind of go back and you can look through your archive, and I think there was one in particular, is like a story of me hitting a bag. And I'm just hitting the bag, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, man, I kind of sucked back then.
You did.
And now, Spencer can attest.
Yeah.
He's seen it. He must have saw that story, too.
It's all good. We all been there.
But anyways, I'm looking like, man, I sucked back then. But now, I can kind of look at myself like, man, look how much better I've gotten, just through that consistent practice, maybe whatever it is, learning a new skill, and it just kind of makes me like, man, I want to go out there and hit the bag now and kind of record myself now, and maybe like I'll do like a mashup, maybe like a Transformation Tuesday of look at how I looked when I first started hitting the bag and look at how I look now, So I think that's a powerful tool to go back and look at your past and look at how far along in the journey you've already come, And it's too late to stop now, So you might as well keep going, man.
Yeah, I'll definitely say, definitely look at your past, man, and find a passion, man. Like, you don't understand how many people actually look for a passion, but their passion's already in them. They just been told that you won't make any money or you won't do this. A lot of times, man, the passion's already in you. You've been doing it for so long, but now you just been told that you got to do the other way. And so once you attach yourself to that passion, everything doesn't become more like a chore. You know what I mean? It becomes more like, I can't wait to get up and actually start attacking these goals today. Like, for instance, I couldn't wait to wake up this morning and train my calisthenics and stuff like that. And then now I look forward to tomorrow, like taking a break from calisthenics, working on my martial art moves. So, if my subscribers tuning into this, or my subscribers are tuning into this, to stay motivated for martial arts, what I would highly recommend is find out why you're doing it, what you want to do this for. Once you discover those, start, having small goals and beating those small goals, and then, keep those small goals, but then start making more gargantuan goals. And then you start working towards that, and you start knocking those walls down. It's like a Demon Slayer. When Tanjiro was saying, man, every time I train, it's like a thicker wall I gotta knock down. I'm like, fuck, I felt that. Like, yeah, it's like one time you just like, all right, I did it, I'm here. Top of the mountain. Then it's like, damn, it's another big one I gotta go over. And it's like, rather than just quit and say, man, fuck it, like, no, man, like, keep knocking down that damn wall, man, like, you got to, because you are the beacon for people, man. Once you realize you are the beacon, and you might have kids, nephew, nieces, God, kids, whatever. It doesn't matter, man. Add value to your community, man, and understand it's greater than you, man. And once you realize that, man, you will be forever that's revolutionary, and you immortalize at that point.
Yeah, you just hit on a major point too. There is finding your passion. Whatever it is, and then it's hard to see at times. You might not realize what it is that your passion is, but get around those people who support you. People who got your back, not just haters who are just like, oh, you suck at this or whatever. People who actually want to hear you and listen to you and give you positive feedback. Ask them, what it is that I'm good at. What it is that what could you see me doing in the future. What it is that I'm good at. And whatever that thing is that you're thinking about, that you're constantly thinking about. What's on your mind. What inspires you? What do you look at and you're like, wow, I wish I could do that, or wow, this is something that interests you, and once you can find that thing, and you're excited about it and you want to go do it, I think that's the thing that's your thing, and that's the thing that whatever it is that you're obsessed about, whatever it is that you're constantly thinking about, whatever it is that you'll stay up late nights and you'll work on, I think that's the thing that that's going to allow you to kind of push forward and find that motivation, and whatever it is that you're happy doing and that makes you feel good doing, man.
Exactly, and like you said, there's levels to it. Every time you break down one wall, there's something else that you got to do. And then if you are passionate about the thing that you're chasing, it's kind of, you're gonna want to push those barriers and push that boundary and everything too. One thing that you had said that sparked an idea was we had a clubhouse meeting the other day, and one of our members, say his name, shout out to him, Shadid, he had talked about a point where he had turned his talent to income already, right? He was successful doing so, but then he had made the goal achieving money, and then he had said that's not what he wanted to do. He had a coming to God moment. He was like, I don't want to, just chase the money. I want to do this because it's what I'm passionate about. So when he recognized that, he realized that, when he was chasing the money, his passion made him unhappy. And that was not what he wanted for that. So he, reassessed his goals and was like, that's not what I'm doing this for. I mean, money will come as I keep getting better and as I keep producing value and, producing for people. So I'm just going to keep doing the best that I can with my talents, with my skills and everything, and the money will come. So.
No, I was actually wanting to tap on that, because a lot of times too, people will think that you might be good at say for instance you're good at selling, and you could sell cars or whatever, but you're motivated solely by the money. That's not gonna add value long term. That's a good short term thing. It could be 20 years too, and it might be like, oh, that's long though, but still, when you're like when you retire, you're gonna be like, damn, I wish I would've did this, or it might be too late for that. And I don't like to live life like it's too late, but at times, man, you might not be able to be the same person you were like 20 years ago. So a lot of times we think that money will just fulfill that void. Like, man, it's bringing passion. Like, it's passion for right now, but at the same time, nothing brings you passion like something that comes from within you, and you're adding value to something outside of yourself, man. And that's the thing too. Like, I was good in football. I didn't get good in football till like 20 years old, and I thought I really wanted to do it, But then I just was like, a couple years later, I'm like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. Like, it got boring, and I knew that wasn't my passion. I thought it was, but it wasn't. My passion has always been movement, and just maximizing my abilities. And so that's why I'm so motivated by that. And then on top of that, being now at 31 years old, I'm the best I've ever been in my entire life. And it's just like, now I'm motivated by people that say, whoa, shit, you slow down at this age, you can't do this. And then you hear people around you that's, older than you or the same age, explaining like, oh man, I can't do this. Like, okay, well, I'm living different. And now I want my son to see that. I want my brother, I want my friends, family, I want everybody to see that this guy is doing it at his age. He's still doing it. I could do the same thing. And that's how you really add value, because people now are going to be like, I could do it. And that's how you create that God-like potential, I always call it, man, where you're just like ultra instinct, you just operate on a God mode, and everything you want in life, it just comes to you, man, with just some work and just a mental mindset, man, for this, man. You got to have that.
Yeah, you hit on an interesting point there. You said at one point in your career, you had to make that shift. You kind of, you thought you had passion for something, but you shifted into something else. And I think that's critical, because I think a lot of people, they might be stuck doing something that maybe their family's telling them they should do, or maybe that they thought at one point that they should be doing for themselves. Maybe they thought it was their passion, you know. But things change, you know. You might change, you might evolve, and you might grow, and you might want something else, you know. So it's always a point to make, you know, that self-analysis to say, like, is this my passion? Is this what I really want to do? You know, because I was there, you know, and even to go back, you know, chasing money. You know, it's an incentive for a while. It can be, you know, you can buy a nice car, you can buy nice clothes, get a fly crib over your head, you know, maybe travel and stuff like that. But after a while, if you're doing something that's unfulfilling, you know, if you're just working maybe a job that's kind of lackluster, you know, you're gonna lose that motivation to put in all those hours that you're putting in. So I think it's very important to find something that you're actually passionate about. You know, money, you can have a passion for money for a little bit, but I definitely feel like it's something that wears off. You know, you even hear like millionaires who've made millions of dollars, you know, and there's people who are millionaires who commit suicide, and you're like, man, why would someone who's a millionaire commit suicide? And it's because they're unhappy, you know. Maybe they are making a lot of money, but maybe they haven't found that fulfillment in their life, you know. And then something to think about too, you know, just even the quality of life now. You know, you got homeless people who are living at a higher standard than what like 17th century kings could live, you know. So right now we just have an amazing quality of life, and even that homeless person, even though he's not rich, he could be happier than that millionaire, you know. Just maybe that homeless person, maybe, you know, I don't know exactly, but maybe he's just happier in that lifestyle. He has less to worry about. Maybe he's got loved ones around him, or whatever the case is. So I don't really think that money is a true determining factor of happiness.
Absolutely. I want to say, you know, adding on to that too, sort of just living life by your own timeline. You know, so many people, they set, you know, goals for us to try to live by. By a certain age, you should have a house. By a certain age, you start a family and do all these things. And those things in itself can put so much stress on the individual as you're going through life. I mean, I remember back, you know, when I was working a regular job and everything, and really, again, trying to do what I was supposed to do. I was in college, I was at the bank, and just doing a whole bunch of stuff. And I wasn't passionate about that. And I got to a point where I was like, you know, this isn't really it. There's more to life than this. And so I was flexible with my life at that point. I was like, all right, I'm just going to quit and do something else, you know. And that's when I started the entrepreneur journey and started working 5 jobs and was doing some crazy stuff at that time. But, you know, just being flexible with your timeline and being like, okay, so I might not accomplish this by the times that everyone else has set out to be like, you know, by 25 I'm going to do this and by this, but I'm going to live life by my timeline. And that makes me happy, and that keeps me motivated because I can move my timeline to whatever it needs to be to fit my goals.
Yeah. You know, moving to the beat of your own drum, man. Like, that's the biggest thing, and I could tell anybody too is, man, don't live for others, man. Somebody would tell you should do this by this age, this, that, and the other, man. Honestly, just fuck them. I don't know how many times I said fuck them in this podcast, man. But that comes deep from my heart, man. I mean that. I don't care if it's your family, man. Like, dude, if they're not rocking with you, not supporting you, not believing in you, man, you don't need them around you. Honestly, you really don't. I don't care how close you are with them, man. That's a toxic environment to what you're trying to create. And most importantly, it can dilute your process a little bit, man, if you allow it, because it's just like in the back of your mind, you can't be you can't operate at the highest thought of yourself because you're like, damn, what if I can't? And one thing I hate, 2 words I can't stand is can't and almost. Almost really pisses me off because we got a lot of almost people around. Well, I almost did this. I almost did this. Man, dude, don't be a part of that. My listeners, do not be a part of the almost people because there's a lot of almost. It's about what you're doing now and about adding value and then creating that value. And you can make money off it. Anytime you're doing something you passionately love, you might not be making a lot of money out of it. Okay, so what? The money's gonna come in time, man. You just gotta trust that it will and enjoy the process of building.
Yeah, you had hit on that kind of like keeping up with your own timeline. I think I was at the beach like a couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago, and we're playing football with these kids. There's one African kid. He's like a budding athlete, you know, football player. He's like 18 at the time. He's still in high school and stuff. And we get in the conversation. He's talking to me. He's like, "Oh yeah, how old are you, man?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm like 27 at the time." He's like, "Oh, okay, you're kind of older." He's like, "You have kids? You have a girlfriend?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't have any of that, man." And he's like, "Oh man, what's wrong? Like, you're running out of time, man."
Oh, my God.
And I was like, nah, I'm not, man. I'm not too worried about it. And it would have hit me harder had I not understood like what I'm doing and passionate about what I am doing. But I definitely feel like that's kind of like the narrative. That's like the American narrative, you're supposed to be a certain age and you're supposed to have this house by now and you're supposed to have been through school and you have your career and everything ready.
But it's like, let me cut you off, but it's not even an American narrative. It's just a culture thing. Like African, like I know that because I have African friends, and I know that's gonna be like the narrative push. Like you're running out, you gotta have Johnny, you gotta go have some kids, gotta get married for a while, man. Even some of my family members like, are you gonna get married? Where's your like? Why the fuck does it matter to you?
Right.
Like, why does it? It really boils down like, this is such a like degenerate society. The fact that I would never worry about another person, what they doing, how they doing it. It's not aligning itself with what I need to do, who I need to provide for. So it's just like, I know you did a good job, but you just like, I'm not running out of time.
I'm not ready to.
I would have said probably the same thing, but deep down I want to probably slap the shit out of him. Like, why are you so programmed? Don't be a bot, man. Like, you're 18, you're a bot. Like, damn, man.
It's
but
all
yeah.
about what you want, man.
Yeah.
If those were the things that I had, if that was my passion to have kids and a family and all this type of stuff, I might have been hurt by what he said. Like, oh yeah, he's right. I am running out of time. But right now that's not my passion. Right now I'm working on my passion, so I'm happy in that regard. And I'm sure those things will come to me. I'm not in a hurry to make it happen. I'm just I'm chasing down my dreams, though. I know that. Going after what I want.
Absolutely. Naturally, like, as you're living your life, having fun, people want to be around you. So the right people are going to gravitate to you when you're doing the things that you want to do for yourself.
True.
If you're living a miserable life, but you're living by everyone else's timeline, no one wants to be around the guy that's, like, super negative because he's not living his best life. So you might have might have the family, but it falls apart eventually because you are not happy. You're not, fulfilling what you should in your life. And another key word that I want to say, you said words that you don't like. I'm going to say one word that I do like, and that's the word yet. Because you might not accomplish your goals yet, but there's still time for you to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it's plenty of time, man. There's plenty of time. Don't let the age, don't let those play factors in your life, man. I remember I read a comment. It was back when I was 27, 28. It's right when I started calisthenics, man. And somebody was like, I'm 30 years old. Am I too old to start to learn the planche? And nobody commented back at the time. I'm sure they did now, but I was like, damn, he really? I was going through his head. And now I'm at his age. Now I'm like, shit, hell no. You're not too, like, come on now. It's all about how you take care of yourself, man. It's all about your approach to life. All of this shit is mental, man. Like I said, I'll use another Demon Slayer example. When damn, I might give it away, man. Y'all gotta watch this movie, all right? Yeah. So if you don't want to listen to this no more, tune out, all right? Or just mute this part. But look, when Goku was getting his ass, he didn't get his ass whooped, but he was beat up, man, because he's human. His body can't withstand some of those hits. And right when that upper 3 guy, I guess he was saying something, then Rengoku just powered up, man. He had this moment, I was like, damn. I was like, this motherfucker, he about to go like ape shit. So anyways, he had that mental fortitude, man. He was feeling it, like, and the upper 3 dude was like, man, wait, what? His mental mind is just so powerful, man. Like, and that's what I'm saying, like, it's gonna be times you're gonna be down, you're gonna be like, I can't do it, man. But you gotta eliminate that. And like Tyler said, you're not there yet, man. You're gonna get there. You just gotta have that mindset to be like, all right, let's keep moving forward. Like Aaron Yeager always say, keep moving forward, man.
Mm-hmm.
Word. And then also, man, Dopamine Detox, man. If you are feeling unmotivated, it's probably because you got a lot of things that are giving you instant gratification around you. If you're unfulfilled in your life and then you go and eat ice cream, you're going to be fulfilled eating that ice cream, and then after that, you're not going to have motivation to do anything else. But by fasting, taking a break from social media maybe, and doing the simpler things, get that dopamine, get that reward from chasing down your dreams, you know, that's gonna be able, you're gonna be able to wake up excited, like, yeah, I'm excited to work on this passion project or whatever it is, you know. So by taking a little bit of a break, resetting, and you'll be able to find that energy and find that motivation to chase down the things that you truly want.
Absolutely. And again, too, a lot of people, this might be the first time they hear about the dopamine detox and everything, too. So I'm just like, add in a little bit. There's a reason why some people, you know, they'll have a garden and they're motivated to go out to that garden every day, water their plants, and make sure that, you know, the plants are doing well. It's because they're motivated, and that it's already created the effect of dopamine firing in their mind to, like, I want to see these plants bloom. I want to see the results and everything too. So they're just going to keep doing it. So there's a reason why when you wake up, you reach for your phone right away. There's a reason why, you know, you sit on the couch instead of chasing your dreams. Because at some point you sat on the couch and you watched a TV show and you felt really good at it. And so now you're just going to sit there flipping the channels till you find something that you want to watch again. Because at one point in your life, that fulfilled you. But that's not your greater purpose. You can always change it, and you set a goal, start to move towards it, and you will reprogram your own life doing small little actions.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all about taking those small steps, man, and just gradually you're gonna get there. I promise. So yeah, man, that was a good podcast. I act like we all like we about to just close out right now. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and honestly, man, I hope you guys took something away from that, and I hope you guys, most importantly, are learning yourselves on how to stay motivated. And man, don't let nobody tell you can't do some shit, man. Prove them wrong, but most importantly, prove yourself wrong. Eliminate those doubts, and accomplish what you want to accomplish, man. It's really that simple.
Tell him about the security guard, bro, who's trying to stop you from doing from releasing your dopamine.
That was funny. Yeah, man. So long story short, my girl and I had to go to the hospital. It wasn't nothing bad. It was just I had to get some testing done that all mothers have to go through. Or they recommend mothers to go through. So we did that, and I was gonna go home, and I was like, I told my girls, like, yeah, I'm gonna go home, get a workout in real quick, and then you do your thing. So anyways, I was like, you know what? We got 50 minutes. I'm gonna just stay here. I get a workout in here. It's Power Calisthenics. Do it anywhere. Bring the gym to you. So anyway, I was doing like literally handstand stuff, push-ups and all this stuff, and I was doing it, and the security guard walked past, and I heard my girlfriend say something, and I'm like, oh yeah, and then he was like, said that's impressive and all, but you can't like do that here. I'm like, wait, what? I'm thinking he just playing. Like, are you serious? I thought I was just playing. He's like, no, you can't do that here. Like, liability, like, oh, here we go again with fucking rules and regulations. It's just like, oh, I bet if I was, like, I don't even know. Just, me personally, if I was secure, I would have been like, do your thing, man.
Yeah, man.
Just don't get hurt.
Right.
But
Right.
he said, I knew he was just like some bullshit. Liability, and he was like, then the thing that stuck out to me was, you know, people, you know, they might get offended or something like that. They said, I'm like, what? That's what's wrong with the society. He said that people might get offended or something like that. Like, or they might be sensitive. Like just, like, that's crazy. Like, I had people walk past me, and people, they looked, and then one lady was like, that was really nice. I can't do that. And she just kept it moving. But I'm just like, really? That's where we're at now. A person's working out, and then you get offended by that. That's why I thought about telling you guys, one day we just gonna go and work out like in front of us, like some kind of store or something, and just see what they say.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, like just to see, man. Because I guarantee, man, if I was smoking a cigarette outside of a store, they'd be like, oh yeah. But it's just like, I'm working out. Like, why does it matter, man?
That's what I'm saying, man. As long as, you know, if you're one of those people who's like blocking on other people, man, don't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're, you know,
man.
as long as the other people aren't doing anything to hurt other people and they're happy about what they're doing, just let them do their thing, man. You know,
That's all I say. Just let people be great, man. I wasn't bothering nobody, but I did get my sets in though. But I had to finish when I got home, so I had to finish. I was kind of trying to finish at the hospital. I was like, all right, whatever. I was gonna go outside. But I was like, oh, it's too hot, and I don't want to be sweaty when I go back in there, so we'll just, I'll finish what I can.
there you go. He ain't stopped nothing.
Man.
Yeah, hell yeah. I was like, man, I'm working, man.
Now I'm gonna work even harder.
Yeah, I'm just, when I go back then I'm gonna still work out again. They're gonna have to be like, you can't come back here. They feel like he's not
I'm gonna
welcome
have to
here.
grab you up out of there.
Yeah,
by
like,
your legs.
He should have came and worked out with me. And then, you know, the crazy thing is, I try not to have an attitude. I really don't. I walked in the hospital. What do I see? I see people that's out of shape, on canes. Younger people too, not older people. I saw some older people. People out of shape, belly popping out, and then I look to the left, walking into the laboratory. Look to the left. What do I see? Chips, soda, juices.
Man.
I'm like, where the vegetables at? Where the fruits at?
Right, man.
And wouldn't you be offended?
Right.
Right, I'm offended now.
Right. Like, I'm just thinking, like, this is a hospital. And I'm just like, where's the fruit and vegetables at? What? Oh, yes, right. There's no money involved. So I'm sorry, y'all.
Right.
Gotta
We
make
give
money
people
off
pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, we gotta get the money off of them. No one's talking about, hey, eat healthy to help prevent COVID. Get your shot. Oh my God, that's a whole other topic, though.
Don't do those handstands.
Yeah, right.
Go outside. You can smoke cigarettes.
Go smoke a cigarette, yeah, bro. Yeah, like go smoke a cigarette outside, but you can't do handstands here. Like, wow, like you really just be like, this is really what's going on. I guarantee if I was doing handstands outside, he probably would have told me to stop too. But I should have been like, can I? No, next time I'm doing it, I'm gonna be like, you can't do that here. I'm like, can I go smoke a cigarette out there though? Like, that's crazy.
As long as you're in the smoking area.
Oh my gosh.
Is there a handstand pull-up area?
Right, yeah. That's what we need to have, like, some kind of, like, exercise area, like, around, like, you know. But yeah, guys, that's what happened. But I still got my sets in regardless, man. So.
There you go.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast, man. I hope you guys took something away from it. And, you know, keep pushing. Keep moving forward. Anything else you guys want to add?
I think we dropped some knowledge on him, man. I hope we motivated him, and I hope that you guys can go out there and apply some of this useful strategies that we're giving you guys to make yourself a better life, man.
Absolutely. And I even know myself, I listen to these back over, and I'm like, yeah, these are really motivational for myself,
Yeah, even
too.
for me, yeah. I
Yeah,
listen to
getting
it.
a lot of gems from it.
Hell yeah.
If you guys do take anything from this, feel free to tag us on Instagram or our social media and let us know what you took away from it, and we can discuss more.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Definitely tune into us, guys. Share. Please share. This is a movement. So, with that, I gotta get my lightning bolts.
There you go. I see him.
I see it.
Oh.
He's like Thor out here, except stronger.
Boom, that's Faisca. All right. It's your boy Faisca. I'm signing out. I'm out. I'll see you guys next week. We out.
All right.
Take us home, man.
Tyler Wellness here, signing out with the Talent to Income Academy, helping open-minded individuals turn their own talent and skills to income. Make yourself a priority.
All right, y'all. It's your coach. It's your trainer's trainer. It's William Taylor, CEO of New Wave Coaching. Be the wave of change, guys. And
Ashe.
Ashe.